Hi everyone, it's Miss Penny from Marengo-Union Library. How are you all? How's your summer been going? Oh good, I'm so glad to hear that. Have you been getting outside? Awesome, because this is all about being outside this summer. This week we are doing another outdoor type of craft. Well, it's an outdoorsy craft, but you have to do it outside. We are making a 3D forest. It's gonna be lots of creativity. So you guys get ready to do this, all right? You're gonna need, if you want some glue, you can get glue. If you want tape, you can have tape. If you want a stapler, you can have a stapler. Whatever you think you're gonna want to use, you can use that. You'll need scissors. Paper towel or toilet paper tubes would probably be good to have. Markers or crayons or paint, whatever you want to use for that. Pencil would be good. You'll be drawing a little bit. Yes, I think that's just about it. Most of the other stuff you'll have in your kit. You might need some cardstock or cardboard if you want to add to this. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're making this cool. It's called a 3D forest. This is just ideas, okay? Because you're using your creativity. Give me 1 second while I go grab just a couple of things here. Okay, I hope that you all waited nicely. What I forgot to get was paper, scrap paper, which you will also have in your kit, but I wanted to have it here. So I'm going to take some blue and we're going to use blue, green. I'm going to use a little bit of every color of that I think a tree might be, okay? So blue, green, yellow. Oh, that might be big enough, okay? See, I like to use the scraps for when I'm using little pieces because we don't need to use an entire piece of paper when we just need a little piece. There's no reason to waste an entire piece. And orange. All right, these are good tree colors. All right, first thing I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put them together because I'm going to cut them all together. I'm going to make them all the same size. I'm just going to show you how, pick that one up, how I'm going to make a simple set of trees. All right, I put all my colors together. And I'm just going to kind of cut like an ovally, circly shape out of them, okay? I probably could have gone a little bit bigger with my sizing, but these are the scrap sizes I chose. So this is the size trees I'm going with. All right. So there we go. Ovally, circly type of shape. Those are my trees. Oh, and look at this one. How funny is that? It's gonna have a super goofy shape. So let's get started. All right. Markers are good to have. If you wanted to take your trees, and just kind of like draw, almost like it looks like a leaf. If you want to do that, you can. You do not have to. You do not have to do anything. These are your designs. So, okay. So this was my first thing. Then I had a brown piece of paper. I pre-cut a lot of stuff. So I'm cutting a little bit, but I pre-cut a lot as well. I took a brown piece of paper. It's cardstock actually, so I wanted it to be a little bit sturdier. And I cut it into this shape. These are going to be the trees, trunks. I could not think of the word. How odd is that? All right, these are the trees' trunks. Then I'm just going to go ahead and tape on my trees, my leaves. So this is where if you have glue or if you prefer to use staples, that's totally fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue all my leaves of the trees on to the tree trunks. Whoop, that one didn't go, okay. taped it onto the back. I'm probably gonna have to tape it on the front now because they're all falling over. All right. I probably, in hindsight, maybe should have looked where I was taping. So I may want to draw on more. It's okay. Anyway, so now they're all taped on there. So now I have 4 trees. Now, the cool thing that we're doing with this 3D forest is making it so that it can all stand on its own. So the way that we're going to do that is we're simply going to fold this like fan style. So I'm going to take each tree basically. I'm going to fold it, but I'm going to fold it back and forth like so. So I don't know if you can see how I'm kind of folding it back and forth, like you would make, like if you're making a homemade fan for when it's hot. So it's like an accordion style. And now when I go to set it down, my trees stand up. How cool is that? Now I have just a little bit of a forest and it stands up. How cool. Let's make some more. Okay, well, I would like a couple more trees. So what I did was I took more cardstock and I just simply drew a couple trees. These have no way to stand though. How can I make these stand? I'm going to show you 2 different ways, okay? One is to take another piece of cardstock or cardboard board and cut this little crescent type of shape. So I did this. Then I'm just going to take and I'm going to cut it not all the way down, but kind of like one line halfway down. I'll even draw a line on here just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to cut it right like this, okay? And then I'm going to pick which tree I want to use for it. I'll go ahead and use this tree. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut a little slit in the tree, okay? Then these 2 pieces fit right together. Well, I might have cut that a little too high. If you don't cut them too high, if you measure properly, but then that holds your tree up. So now I have another tree to add to my forest that stands on its own. Oh, there we go. So now look at my forest is getting there, right? So now I want this tree, but I'm not going to use the same kind of stand for this tree. I am going to use this toilet paper tube. What's awesome about this is super easy. All I have to do is cut just a little circle basically. Oh, oh. This is going to be my stand. Now I can either just kind of like tape it onto it like this. So I could just tape it so it's on or staple it. Or I can do the slit thing and slit it in it so that it stays like that, Now watch. Now if you do the slits, you really have to practice, or you have to really pay attention where you're putting your slits. So like this slit would go here, and I probably want to mark where I'm gonna put my other slit because you don't want to cut it in the wrong spot. So there we go. And then you just slide it in like so. And now you've got another tree in your forest. Standing up. How cool. I think I'm going to put some flowers in there now. What I did with the flowers, I took a plain piece of white cardstock because it's heavier, because if you use construction paper or like printer paper, when you stand it up, it kind of folds over right away. So that's why I'm using cardstock. So I took a piece of cardstock and I drew and cut out some flowers. And I am going to use the crescent shape to help them stand. So that I can have some flowers in my 3D forest, because I love flowers, and plus there usually is flowers. Well, depending what time of the year you go in the forest, there are flowers. So now there are some flowers in the forest. Okay, look at that. That forest is coming along, don't you think? We've got trees. Whoops. Must have been a storm like last night. If you know what day I'm taping this, then you'll figure that out. There was quite a storm. All right. So we've got trees, we've got flowers. What other kinds of things do we see in the forest? Animals. Yes, yes. So you're going to have this cardstock piece of paper full of animals. You can choose to color and cut these out, or you could use the back or your own piece of cardstock and you can draw your own animals. Either way, you can have animals. Or If you have little figurines, you can add those. So many choices. I chose to color just a couple because I didn't want to go too crazy. I chose to color the bear and the owl. So I'm just going to, so for the bear, because he's just a little bit bigger, I'm doing the same idea as this stand, but I just used square stands, and I used 2 because I just want to make sure that he stands, okay? So I'm going to put one on each of the front and his back legs there. All right, that's all I did. I used brown cardstock, and if I wanted it to blend in a little bit better, which probably is not a bad idea, I could have used white and just colored it the same color that I colored him. Or, actually didn't name it or anything, but anyway, this is going to help my little bear stand. Haha, now we have animals that can stand in our forest as well. So I have a cute little bear. Now the owl, I don't think I want the owl to stand on the ground. I want him or her, whatever it may be, in a tree. So I am going to actually just slit the tree, I think, and the owl, and put it up in this tree right here. So I put a little slit on the top. I'll put a little slit on the owl's bottom here, and just kind of slip him right. Oh, he doesn't want to slip where I put the slit. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, now the tree doesn't want to stand. It's like telling me no. There we go. So now I have an owl and a bear and lots of trees and a flower. I love, love, love my forest. I did actually color in a little mushroom that I didn't cut out. I'm going to cut it out really quick. Oh, that tree did not want to stand with the owl in it. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. But I thought the little mushroom was cute. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out quick. Cut, cut, cut. And I am actually just going to tape the mushroom right in front of this tree. And I might have to move the owl to a different tree or something. I don't know, because he's not there. I'm going to put this mushroom right in front of that tree. I think that's so cute. I think what happened was I didn't put this, I made the slit too high, so it's not wanting to. So I'm just going to use some tape so that it knows that this is what I want it to do, since I misslitted it. Misslid it. Okay, I'm going to also turn that like that so we can see the owl. That's so much better. Isn't that much better? Oh, and there. That is not better. It does not agree with me. All right, so I just need tape on the other side too, that's all. This is an easy fix, people. Easy fix. Tape there. See? Now. Well, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yes, but the owl's not in there, Miss Penny. You're absolutely correct. Let's find out. Don't breathe. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's fine. The tape really helped. There is my 3D forest. I would love to see what your 3D forest looks like, because imaginations are all different. But I want to show you this awesome thing really quick because, well, it's just super cute. So let me turn it on. Yeah. Look at this. This is something you might hear in a forest, everybody. Maybe not the song. Yeah, it's a song, but it wouldn't be like this. So, on that note, remember to clean up all your messes. Shouldn't be too difficult to clean up. There's going to be a lot of paper scraps. Throw them in recycling. Put your stuff away. Dance to the music. Make your forest and enjoy your forest when it's done. See you guys all later. Bye.